Good morning. 2 days back from vacation and hell broke loose. Wow. Lots of, oh my gosh, upset parents. So this is primarily for parents. If you want to share it with your child, that's up to you. Parents are upset. School is now ending for the year, most places. Parents are being told, your child has not met the requirements for this year. You have two choices. You have summer school, or your child can be held back. Ooh, upset parents. Now, they are semi-upset with their child, but they're blaming the school. Why does this not surprise me? It's always somebody else's fault. Okay, parents, listen close. Tell your child they can have 1 hour on the Xbox, PS4, 5, I don't know, whatever that gadget is of the week. 1 hour a day. That's it. Other than that, if they have schoolwork, they're going to address the schoolwork. If they don't have schoolwork, they can actually go outside and play. Your brain needs oxygen. It needs fresh air. Your body needs movement. It needs activity. Go outside, toss a ball with them. Kick a ball. Take a walk. Jog. I don't care what you do. Walk around the block. Get your kid out from in front of the electronics. That's not good for their brain. It isn't. It is a very convenient babysitter. People used to complain that people would park their kids in front of the TV for Sesame Street and cartoons. That's a thing of the past. Now they park their kids in front of an Xbox. Don't do it. Parents, put your phones down. Get off Netflix. Talk to your child. Have a real live dialogue. Talk to them. What's going on in your life? Talk. Get answers. Don't get, staring. No, we're talking. If it means leaving the house and going for pizza, going for ice cream, whatever, taking a walk and talking. You need the dialogue. Find out what's going on with your child. Are they having problems in school? And they're reluctant to tell you. It's a sign of weakness. They don't want to be made fun of. Maybe they're being made fun of. Maybe there's a bully involved. Find out. Don't bury your head in the sand, because at the end of the day, you're going to find out that your child is either going to be left back or have to have summer school. People are mad. We've spent hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars on our vacation, which we now have to cancel. That is not my fault. That is not the fault of the school. If your child is in public school, your child has to meet the curriculum. I'm sorry, but we all know that. Think for a minute. From age 0 to age 10 or 12, what are those? Those are the years of the foundations, the building blocks. You are teaching your child, by example more often than not, you are teaching your child how to handle stress, anxiety, fear, anger, death, all kinds of things. Okay? You're also showing them the importance of a strong work ethic, the importance of getting a job done and doing it well. Whether it's mowing the lawn, doing the dishes, doing the laundry, going to work every day, that's important. That's your role. That's why children should be given responsibilities. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack on this. I don't care. A kid 3 and 4 years old, can pick up toys and put them in the basket or the toy box. That's not hard. That's called responsibility. When they get older, teach them how to make a bed and pick up their clothes, put the clothes in the laundry basket. That's not complicated. 6 or 7 years old, they can clean the dining table when you're finished with dinner. They can help load the dishwasher or maybe even help do the dishes. Give children responsibility early on. They're going to need to learn how to handle responsibility. There are days none of us want to go to work. We just don't want to do it. This is not the day. But you got to do it anyway. They have to learn that. It's not about what we want. If you have a job, it's about meeting the needs of the employers, the expectation of the employer. When you give your child a list of chores, you're the employer. They're the child. They're the worker. They have to meet your expectations. Pick up all the toys, straighten up your room, whatever it is, and then reward them. I don't care if it's taking them out for a sundae, a pizza, whatever it is in your family. That's fine. That gets them used to the idea of working and being paid. There's nothing wrong with that. A child 12, 13 years old, my granddaughter will be 12 in December. She helps around the house. She's a straight A student. She's an honor student in AP classes. And yeah, I am biased, but I'm so proud of my son and daughter-in-law. They have taught her responsibility. She helps take care of the pets. She takes care of her own room. She puts her laundry in the laundry basket and takes it out, takes it over to her mom. Her mom does the laundry. She puts it away. She helps fold towels. That's family. That's what you do in a family. We all have roles and responsibilities. Nobody's exempt. Teach your child. Somebody 12 and 13 can work in the yard. They can vacuum. They can dust. They can probably do laundry by now. They can understand, put the Tide Pod in the washer, separate colors and whites. It's easy to do. Teach them to do it. It's not taking anything away from their childhood. They still have plenty of time to play and be goofy and be kids. But you have to teach them how to accept responsibility and what it's going to take to be an adult and function as an adult in society. That's your job. That is not the job of the school, the church, the community. That's your job as the parent. Your job is the caregiver. When you give birth to that child's your responsibility and no one else's. Do a good job. I hear parents say, well, they'll come to me with the issue of the kids having problems with classes and all this. Well, how much time are they spending on electronics? Well, no, honest, how much time? I'm going to ask the child the same question in a minute. So I want to find out the truth. And more often than not, the kids are more honest about it than the parents. And they'll say, well, after dinner until I go to bed, or from when I get home to when I go to bed. That may be 3 or 4 hours on a device. That's ridiculous. Well, why? Well, they like it. It's fun. There's nothing on TV. So you're letting them watch violence in a game. Well, I hadn't thought of it like that. Well, you are. That's not good for their brain. That is not good for their little brains. These are growing brains. Don't. You don't stop growing till you're close to 21. What are you doing midstream? This is ridiculous. Pull the device away from the child. Well, they're going to get upset. Well, they're going to be more upset when vacation is ruined and they're in summer school or all their friends are going into the next level and they're being held back. This is your choice. Well, COVID messed them up and they don't like school and they have trouble socializing. Whose problem is that? That falls back to the parent. During COVID, everybody had problems with socialization, but that's why people were FaceTiming. Families, different families, that were best friends would FaceTime and have family game night. You're still socializing. You're not there in person, but you're still doing stuff together. You can still play Pictionary and charades and talk and visit and have dinners. It works. You had to make the best of a bad situation. If your child doesn't like attending school, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. People don't like attending work, but we have to do it. We all have to do things we don't like to do. Sorry. If it's the teacher, go speak with the teacher. Find out if there's an issue. My son had a teacher that was a problem teacher, and several of us parents complained, and she was moved to a different school. Either that or she lost her job. Don't care. She wasn't fit to teach. But find out if there's a teacher issue. Find out if there's a bully. Find out why your child doesn't want to attend school. Are they bored? Maybe they need to be in AP classes. Maybe they're advanced. Find out. Don't set your child up for failure. And by caving in to a child that may be just plain damn lazy. Yes, I said lazy because they don't want to go to school. They don't want to do this. Too bad. They would rather sit on a device and play on a device than help in the yard or do something with a family. Too bad. That's too bad. That falls back on your shoulders. Do you want a child 40 years old living in your basement playing on the Xbox when everybody else is out with a career? Do not set your child up for failure. If your child has a learning disability, if they're on the spectrum, that's fine. All that means is they see the world differently. They interpret the world differently. Let's find out how they interpret things and work that to their advantage. It's not that hard. Schools are set up to help with this. It doesn't mean they're in special classes necessarily. They just need to learn special skills to deal with the spectrum. That's it. It's not horrific. It's not terrible. Your child isn't weird. Your child just needs additional tools. That's it. That's simple. So, bottom line, do not set your child up for failure. If your child wants to sit and play on an Xbox, you are going to have to deal with those consequences when the school comes to you and says they're either going to have to do summer school or they're going to be held back. Or maybe you don't even get the option of summer school. They're going to be held back. And yes, you always have the opportunity to do homeschooling. Your child still needs socialization. Your child needs to be on a t-ball team, baseball team, softball team, football team, soccer team, swim team. They need to be out there interacting with other kids their age. Well, they don't like other kids. Well, maybe they just haven't met the right person, the right group of friends. I mean, there are some people I don't want to hang around with, and I don't hang around with because I found my group of friends that are wonderful people that I love. So don't let your child rule the roost. You're the parent. You call the shots, not the child. Okay? If a child had their way, they would be eating ice cream and Cocoa Puffs for every meal and playing, Xbox. It's not going to get you very far in life. Age 0 to 10 or 12, that's when everything gets locked in. From that point on, it's going to be a battle because you've already taught them it's okay to be lazy. It's okay to sit in front of the Xbox. I don't want to argue with you. So that means you're right, I'm wrong. The child is right, the parent's wrong. It's too big an argument. It's not worth arguing over. Really? Your child, their education, their advancement in life, it's not worth an argument. I don't see it that way. It's your child. It's their future. You all work it out. But don't come crying to me when vacation is canceled because they need summer school or they're being held back. Put your phones down, step away from Netflix, interact with your kids.